Hey everyone, Bob Chickarella along with Jen Strobo. We just concluded prejudging here at the St. Louis Pro. Jen, we saw some great talent here on the stage today. I just want to get your rundown on it. We had the Pro Fitness that started out. 9 competitors. What did you see from the seats?
Well, what I saw today, we had a couple girls coming off the Arnold. Bethany and Oksana, they looked great, and it seems like the judges thought so too.
Well, as we know, the first round is only 1/4 of the score. Is that correct? 25%. And then obviously we have 75% at nighttime. So the routines are heavily emphasized. That's a rule that was changed last year. So we could see some changing here tonight.
We could see some of the girls move around in the placings. It just depends on what their routines are going to bring tonight.
Well, Oksana Grashina, known for her routines, obviously we know she's going to bring it. What did you think of her physique-wise here, though? She looked a little hard to me.
She was a little bit harder than Bethany, I thought, and they brought them both out for the last call-out to kind of compare the two of them. So we'll just have to see if her routine moves her around.
Well, we saw the defending champ, Della Garcia, here in the house, so she'll be here tonight. Not performing her routine, but she's going to be here for the fans. Anybody that she needs to worry about on this stage tonight?
I don't know. They both, Bethany, Oksana, they both have great routines. I think Allison, she brings a good routine, so we'll just have to see what happens.
All right. Well, we're going to move into the bikini, and that was interesting because we had a lot of good competitors, but some made some changes this last week in their physique. I don't think it really helped them out, but let me get your assessment on the bikini today.
Today it looked like the judges were leaning towards a little bit softer, mostly shape. The two Jennifers went back and forth in the center. Jennifer Andrews and Jennifer Chapman both looked great. I think that Christina looked good, and we had a couple new girls. Taylor, she made her pro debut at the Europa Dallas, I believe, and she looked great here today, and the judges thought so. They had her towards the center. And then we had a pro debut by Michelle Brannon. She's from the UK, and it's her first time to the States, and she made a top call out too. Yeah,
she looked great. Are you seeing enough distinction between the bikini and fitness? Now we have fitness on stage here today, but we always kind of hear from the people online that there's no distinction. They kind of look the same, but I see a clear difference between bikini and the physiques and fitness and figure.
Definitely. Bikini is going to be much softer. The judges are looking for just that shape, the real curvy shape, I guess you'd say, and no striations, no definition, abs, just a nice curvy, soft fit physique.
Christina Vunic got a lot of play online this last week. She put some pictures out. Looked phenomenal, but some of the feedback was she looked almost a little bit too conditioned. Did that play out on this stage?
Definitely. It looked like that they were they voted her down for being a little bit too hard on the stage and too defined.
Is that a physique that should be on a figure stage, or is she where she needs to be, just needs to make the appropriate adjustments?
I think her body is suited best for bikini if she would just come in a little bit softer. She doesn't have the muscular size, I think, for figure or fitness.
All right, moving into the women's physique. This is only the second pro women's physique show. We saw the first one just a few weeks ago at the Desert Muscle Classic, and that one got all kinds of play online because they're trying to define the division right now with the physiques. How did you see it play out here today? We had a couple of surprises in there and a couple of crossover girls that looked like they might go 1 and 2.
We did. The crossover girls looked like they were singled out in the first call out, and it looks like what they've been saying all along. They want the girls that are a little too big for figure and fitness to do the physique. And that's what we had. The 2 crossover girls, one from figure and one from fitness, come in the first call out.
And those 2 respectively are Michelle Blank from fitness. Now, she was slated to compete not too long ago with the Arnold and then here on this stage, but she actually got hurt, pulled a calf muscle. That's still in the recovery stages, but decided to throw her hat into the ring. But I thought her physique was absolutely suited for women's physique.
It totally was. She's a little bit bigger in fitness, and what they're looking for, I think, in the physique is femininity, those open-handed poses, and then not ripped six-pack, not huge in size like in bodybuilding.
But a definitely distinction from bodybuilding, because as you saw, there were some girls that looked more towards tailored to bodybuilding, didn't fare very well on the stage here today.
No, they didn't, and I could see some disappointment in their faces, but I think that the judges are trying to clearly define what physique's all about.
Now, the girl in question that probably will be winning tonight, and we're just going on our own assessments here, of course, we'll see from the judges tonight, is Sarah Hurley, and she's a crossover from figure, is that right?
She's from figure. She's a little bit big in figure, and I think that she had a perfect physique for what they're looking for.
And she, I mean, she's competed a handful of times in figure, but hasn't really fared very well in here. The knock on her, of course, being that she's a little bit too muscular and a little bit too big for figure. Is this tailor-made for her?
I think it's the perfect sport for her. She looked comfortable on the stage. She had a great time with it, and her shape is just perfect for, I think, what they're looking for physique.
And some interesting background story. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Sarah and Michelle both turned pro on the same stage as amateur. So this will play out pretty cool here tonight.
They did. They both turned pro, I believe, at the Junior Nationals in 2010, and they both decided last minute to do this show within this week.
And Michelle was literally last minute. She didn't come here with any intention of competing, but she says, you know what? We took a look at her yesterday. I thought she looked absolutely phenomenal, and it played out well on stage. We'll see what she comes up with a routine. She's got a fitness background, so we might see some great routine from somebody like Michelle.
I don't know if she'll be doing any jumping around due to that calf muscle, but she learned the posing last night, got a suit, came on stage, and it fared for her well.
Well, as you saw here at the prejudging, 700 plus here at the prejudging. They're expecting a sold-out venue tonight with 2,000 plus standing room only, and it's St. Patrick's Day. So I know Jack and Antonio got some tricks up their sleeves tonight. We're going to see that and play out on this stage, and it's going to be a great show here in St. Louis. So with that said, for Jen Strobo, I'm Bob Chick. We're out.